Okay. Hello. I know it's been a long time since I did one of these stack reviews, and I know that there's a few of you who watch these things, and thank you for watching and coming back and commenting. I had a few messages come through. Hi, Phil. Thanks for finding me. And to Phil's friend, whose name I forget right now. I'm sorry, I suck. But there's going to be a rapid fire review of these comic books. Some of these I read like 2 months ago. So I'm going to do my best here to accurately review all of this. I'm going to start off with ongoing series that I'm currently reading, or what I assume are ongoing series that I'm currently reading. SheHulk. I'm really digging the way this is going. I hope this turns into an ongoing. I love this cover for reasons. Yes, from what I remember, I even took a few pictures of some of that. I loved this particular thing about you were living in a simulation and you just have to be cool with it. Eat your pizza and shut up. I love anything to do with SheHulk usually, especially if it's written in the right way, which is superhero antics mixed with comedy, which the series is doing very well. Although this issue is extremely dialogue heavy. I don't mind that. I know a lot of comic book fans, especially Marvel and DC fans, are not into stuff like that. I am, so I'm happy with it. If that's not your bag, then maybe skip it. But it's hard for me to say to skip SheHulk because I love that big green lady. Fantastic Four, number 43, the fucking Reckoning War continues on, and it's all right. It's okay. It's not my favorite thing. It's sometimes it's crossovers and not. Is it even a crossover? It's just its own. I don't know. You got the Watchers in there. You got SheHulk and Jack in there. You got all sorts of higgledy-piggledy stuff. I did enjoy the deception and the fight between Ben and Reed. I mean, we haven't. It's not new. We've seen Reed and Ben come to blows before, but it's been a while. So it's like, you know, eating that meal that you haven't had in a long time, and you're like, it tastes the same. I like it. Cool. Rain, number 4. I liked it. Uptick for me on this one. Definitely doing better here. Not going to cancel my subscription yet. I don't know how long this series is going to go for. I don't know if it's an ongoing. That's a big noise. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know how long this series is going to go. I don't know if it's limited or not, but I really like it. Really like the art. Really like the storytelling. I like this main character. It surprised me. It definitely surprised me in this issue, and I'm definitely looking forward to some more of Rain. We have demons. Issues 1 and 2. I love this. This was really, really good. Engaging. I plowed right through it. I really appreciate what they're doing here. I love the art. I love the characters. I love the concepts here. A little religious-y, a little demonic, lots of icky poo, like gross stuff going on. I'm trying to find an example. Who doesn't like a nice multi-eyed, multi-fanged, multi-tentacled demon? There's a lot of that in here. It's kind of fun. There's some mystery going on. I just picked up issue 3, which I haven't read yet. So if you're into demons, and that's my cat sneezing. Yeah. If you're into demons and like almost like superhero stuff, it's like a team. I wouldn't say they're superheroes, but yeah. Anyway, the last issue, I think it's the last issue of Refrigerator Full of Heads, which was, again, exactly what you would expect of this series. I don't know if I loved it. I won't be buying the collected edition, but it was definitely worth my time. Unique, and its story and its execution. I recommend it to anyone that likes like splatter horror or anything that's it has a kind of an original story to it. Yeah. Again, not I think if it was ongoing, I would probably not continue. But I like the story they told. It was gross. It was bloody. It was unique. I think I said that already. So yeah, Refrigerator Full of Heads. If you come across this in graphic novel form, I would pick it up. Yeah, interesting. Excellent. Issue 2. Excellent. I love the Allreds. They can do no wrong to me. I love this property. I've always loved this property. I will buy anything and everything the Allreds do. I just love them. I love their take on different characters. I love the tongue-in-cheek, quality of excellent and ecstatic and all the stuff that they've put pen and ink to. Wonderful, wonderful. Last in my ongoing subscriptions is issues 2 and 3 of Little Monsters, which really enjoying this now. Again, Jeff Lemire, I feel like he is better when consumed as a full story. I feel like single issues don't necessarily do the narrative justice, but you got some great art. And I'll be honest, I finished, I just read issue 4. I'm not going to review that here because I don't have that here because I read it somewhere else. But I love this series so far, and I wasn't so keen on it until about issue 3. But that kind of is how Jeff Lemire goes. And that's the problem with long form storytelling in comic books. Sometimes it takes a little while for things to get going. So if you've read issue 1 and 2 and you're like, I don't know about this, keep going. It's really good, really good. So yeah, Little Monsters, very glad that I'm subscribed to that, which means they'll probably cancel it. What else do we have? Daisy. This came recommended to me from a friend of mine named Thomas, and I read the first 2 issues because I found them randomly at the comic book store. This is kind of old now, I think. Maybe it's like, I don't know exactly when it's from, but I wanted to read these based on his recommendation. Kind of gross, kind of interesting, very dogmatic and stuff like that. I don't know if I'll continue reading it. If I find the next, because it's 5 issues, if I find the next 3 issues somewhere, I'll probably pick them up, and I'm not going to go hunt them down. It was interesting art. Really, really cool art. It reminded me of, Andrea Sorrentino, who does the art for another comic that I'm going to talk about in a little while. But if you like your horror comics with a religious bent, pick up some Daisy. I think you might like it. I don't necessarily swing that way all the time. There's been a lot of that lately in general across the board, but not bad. Really, it kept me reading, but again, I don't know if I'll pick up more of it. We'll see. Oh, what else? Vanity! Look at this cover. Isn't this beautiful? Don't you love this cover? I loved this cover. This is about Elizabeth Bathory. If you guys don't know who Elizabeth Bathory is, I'm not going to tell you because there's Wikipedia. And look her up. She's an interesting historical figure. Unfortunately, this story left me wanting. It left me kind of bored. It left me kind of like, I don't know, in the art. But it wasn't terrible, but it also, I just was kind of like... This was cool. This was random. I don't know why I bagged it, but I did. April O'Neil, the best of April O'Neil. This is a bunch of April O'Neil stories from what the fuck was that? Ghosts are playing instruments in my living room. From the very beginning of April O'Neil, when she was Baxter's assistant. You know, April O'Neil was a scientist originally in the original canon. Yeah. It's just fun April O'Neil stories. If you want to catch up with her and everything they're doing from then until now, it's a good pick and mix. Check it out. Really cool. Didn't know what I was getting myself into. Hadn't read Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in a long time, and I had no problems with this. So if you're interested and you're like, I'm lost, I don't know, it's not a bad place to be. So there's that. That was a blind buy, and I'm going into blind buys now. And Black Stained Teeth. I found this to be really cool. I forgot about it, and I probably missed the second issue now, but I really liked it. The art, ooh, the art. Phantasmagoria, stuff like that. Really, really, really poppy vampire magic. Gross, fun, surprising, visceral. Now that I'm looking at this, I'm like, yeah, I need to find the second issue. Sometimes what happens is I will buy a first issue of something, not because I'm obsessed with first issues and I think they're going to be worth money, but because I want to get the beginning of the story, and then I'll forget about it. But then 6 months later, I'll be at the comic book store and be like, oh, that's right, here's the collected edition, and I'll pick that up and read the story all at once. So that might be what happens here. That might be what happens in general. Yeah, I liked this a lot. I'll be picking more of this up when I remember to. Or maybe I should just subscribe to it. I don't know these days. The Joneses. The Joneses, I looked at this and I was like, all right, I see what's going on here. I know what's going on here, but maybe it'll be a little surprising in here. Very much Suburbia, Fantastic Four. That's kind of what I got from this. Imagine the Fantastic Four in Suburbia, but kind of persecuted like the X-Men. If you haven't been a comic book reader for 30 fucking years like I have, something like this might seem really fresh and great. And I hope someone thinks it's really fresh and great. I thought it was fine. But I won't be reading any more of it. So, someone out there is going to like this. They're going to love this. There's some representation in here that's important. I appreciate that. Not my cup of tea, because I've read this already in different forms. So, but you might like it. Give it a shot. The Joneses. If you're not up to X-Men, if you're not up to Fantastic Four and all of the allegorical stuff that goes on in those comic books, then maybe you'll dig this, and you should check it out. You'd think I'd have more. You'd think I'd have more because I've been away for a while, but I don't. I think I don't. I don't know. I did not have time to go through all of the comic book stacks that exist in my life, but I think these were my free comic book day reads. I have a stack of free comic book day issues that I haven't read yet, but I picked up this Red Sonja, which was, I just love old Red Sonja art. It's just tasty, you know? It's just tasty. The story was silly. It's so silly. It's nothing like, I don't know. But I think this is actually the story that came after this. It's hold on, what's it called? Silent Running. It's Red Sonja with this kind of poofy do, which I enjoy because I myself am a lady with a poofy do. Really, really beautiful art. And no dialogue at all. That's not it. I guess that, yeah, it's just a few pages long. But yeah, I really dug this. I like that. Look, they gave her some clothes here. That's cool. Yeah, so this was fun from Free Comic Book Day. Took me about 10 seconds to read that. This was my favorite thing that I think I read over the past 2 months in terms of single issues was the Boneyard Mythos prequel. Jeff Lemire and Andrea Sorrentino, who did Gideon Falls, which is also really good. This really freaked me out. And there was some stuff in here that I was like, actually made my skin crawl, which is no easy task. Her art is just so, really evokes emotion. And I was left wanting more. I wanted more of this story. It creeped me out. I don't want to give anything away here, but there's some really fucking great imagery in this thing. I loved this. I read it twice, and I can't wait to. They're doing this. I think it's like a hardcover graphic novel release of these things. It's going to be a whole different kind of thing. So yeah, that's it. I think that's my whole stack here. Again, I'm sorry that I was so late with these reviews. I know that a few of you watch, and I appreciate it. So hi, a few of you. I will do June's. I will make it a point to do June's because I already have some comics that I need to review for June. And I'll do that at the end of the month, right before I turn 40. 40 years old, that's right. Yeah, so I hope you're all doing well out there and keeping cool as the summer careens into us. But that's it. I've taken up enough of your lives, I think, with this comic book stuff. Enjoy yourselves and everything you do. Happy reading. Bye.